Raking straw today. We're raking the rose signal for the small square baler since you don't have much capacity going through it. But yeah. Raking it single, like I said, the small square baler doesn't have much capacity. And you won't shear as much pins because you're not pushing in as much through. Planning the small square bale the whole entire field. So that's why we're using the old one than the V-rake, because this one rakes single a lot better than a V-rake will. But yeah, straw, we use it for bedding in the barn.
Don't you dare go running down my little town where I grew up, and I won't cuss your city lights. If you ain't ever took a ride around and cruise right through the heart of my town, anything you say would be a lie. We may live our lives a little slower, but that don't mean I wouldn't be proud to show you where I come from. There's an old plowboy out turning up dirt where I come from. There's a preacher man in a cowboy shirt where I come from. Where a couple boys fight in the parking lot. No, nobody's gonna call the cops where I come from. See that door right there? Man, I swear that it ain't never been locked, and I guarantee that it never will. That old man right there in the rocking chair at the courthouse square, I'll tell you now, he could buy your fancy car with $100 bills. Don't let those faded overalls fool you. He made his bills without one day of schooling. Where I come from, there's a pickup truck with a tailgate down where I come from. The pine trees are singing a song of the South where I come from. That little white church is gonna have a crowd, yeah, I'm pretty damn proud where I come from. There's a big old moon shining down at night where I come from. There's a man done wrong, gonna make it right where I come from. There's an old plowboy out turning up dirt where I come from. There's a preacher man in a cowboy shirt where I come from. Where a couple boys fight in the parking lot. No, ain't nobody gonna call the cops. Yeah, that river runs across that old flat rock where I come from. Where I come from.
Yesterday we baled about 4 loads of straw, and we raked half the field. We raked the rows single, so not double. We raked them single for our baler, but it kind of broke on the first bale yesterday, so we had to borrow the neighbor's 338, which is bigger than our 336. So we have more capacity with that baler, since we're gonna bale with it today too. So we're gonna rake it double. But we need, I think we need one more wagon up there. So I'm bringing our biggest wagon we have. We call it the monster wagon. This wagon's the biggest one we got. The other 6 wagons, those are all the same size, but this is a size bigger. You can fit about 10 bales more or something like that. But we're in 4440 with the one we got last January, the one we put the light bar on. And we were baling with this one on our baler until it broke. So we put the 4450 on the neighbor's baler because we didn't have any adapters with us from Pioneer to John Deere. Hydraulic plugins. We need to switch all our tractors over to Pioneer and fix the problem, but it cost a lot of dang money, I tell you that. But yeah, so we had that tractor already up there, so we said screw it, we're not going to drive all the way home or bring another tractor up, just hook up that one. So we got our biggest tractor and a small square baler, 338. Our 336 piece of junk, we need something different. We might trade, I don't know. Every year we have problems with that damn baler. Capacity's bad. If we get a 338, we have more capacity, and hopefully it doesn't break down every year. That thing breaks down every year. It's wore out. When my dad first got it, it was pretty good. Now it's just wore out. Replaced in parts and then something else wears out, so yeah. I got a long drive. Those mirrors are unadjusted, so I can still use them. I just gotta lean way over here. Anyway, let you know when we're at the field. Out here raking the straw double with this old bar rake. It's been a long time since I doubled the rows with the bar rake. Usually when we use these lately, we just do single row, since our little baler sometimes can't bale it, but since we're borrowing a bigger baler for small squares, we can push a little more through it. But I kind of miss these days raking with these old rakes before we got the wheel rake. Back in 2012, we raked a lot of hay, and every other year before 2012. 2012, we made some amazing hay. It didn't yield much because of the drought, but it was top-notch stuff. Nowadays, all it does is rain. This year and the last 3 years before that, 2013, 2014, 2015, and 2016, garbage for making hay. But maybe we'll get back to 2012 some year with a little more rain. Because the corn, I think our lowest yielding corn that year tested was like less than 20 bushels the acre. It was a bad drought. Hay didn't grow much, but we could always cut it when we needed to. Always dried really good. Now, you can't cut it when you need to because of the weather. You can't get it dry all the way. And usually it rains on it by the time you get it made. And then some people say, why'd you cut it if it was going to rain? Well, if you don't cut the hay, how are you going to make it? When it's fully ripe for 2 weeks straight, you got to get to the point where you just got to cut it no matter what. If you want another crop, because most of the fields we shoot for 3, which I still think we can get 3. And at the home farm, we're going for 4, which we always go for 4. Unless it was 2012, we went for 5 on the home farm and 4 everywhere else. 5 crops because we needed the 5th one since we were going to be short on hay since it was a drought year. But the cows milked amazing. That's the first year we chopped oats, and we realized how much better they milked. And then we didn't chop it in 2013, 2014, or 2015, but we chopped oats this year. So we're hoping they milk better out of that. I kind of miss the old days raking hay with these rakes. The wheel rake is way faster, and you can lift up hydraulically. But, this is a waterway ravine. We just call them ravines, grass waterway. That's why it's really grassy there. But good old days brought back. I haven't mentioned it before. We had this rake up here to rake single, so we just unhooked it and left it here. And then this tractor was gonna bale, but then the baler broke, so we brought that home. And then we just hooked onto that wagon up there, came back here, and using this one to rake. But yeah. John Deere 660 bar rake, I believe. We have 2, the other one's broken, just like our baler. All our junk is wore out. Wore out.